A recent video featuring BTS member Jungkook has become a major topic of discussion across social media after capturing the singer performing on stage in a loose denim jacket worn open without a visible shirt underneath. The short clip focuses primarily on Jungkook as he sings into a handheld microphone, displaying a concentrated performance style while moving naturally across the stage. His physical condition, tattoos, stage presence, and overall appearance quickly became the main subjects of online discussion, leading thousands of fans to share, repost, and comment on the footage. In the clip, Jungkook can be seen wearing an oversized denim jacket that remains open during much of the performance. The styling exposes his chest and defined abdominal muscles, creating a noticeably different visual impression from some of the more layered stage outfits associated with earlier periods of his career. Under the stage lighting, the details of his appearance are clearly visible, including the tattoos covering parts of his left arm. Jungkook holds the microphone close while maintaining a focused expression. At several moments, he appears to close his eyes as he sings, a performance habit that viewers have frequently noticed in previous live appearances. His hand movements follow the rhythm of the performance, while his gaze occasionally shifts toward different areas of the venue. The camera remains close enough to capture several details that might otherwise be difficult to observe from a distance. The lighting highlights the shape of his face, his hair, and the tattoos on his arm. It also makes the open denim styling particularly noticeable. The video was accompanied by a short caption reading, "Y'all seeing Jungkook? Oh my god." Despite its simplicity, the caption appeared to summarize the immediate reaction of many viewers. According to the engagement figures associated with the circulating post at the time referenced, the upload had accumulated more than 47,000 likes, approximately 16,000 reposts, and nearly 627,000 views within a relatively short period. These numbers demonstrate how quickly Jungkook-related footage can spread through online fan communities. A short video, sometimes lasting only a few seconds, can generate hundreds of thousands of views when it captures a particular stage moment that fans consider visually or professionally noteworthy. The rapid circulation of this particular clip also illustrates the continued level of attention surrounding Jungkook's public appearances. As a member of BTS and a successful solo performer, Jungkook has developed a large international audience that closely follows his activities. Stage clips are regularly recorded, edited, reposted, and discussed across multiple platforms. In this case, much of the discussion centered on Jungkook's appearance and physical condition. Several fans commented on his skin, hair, facial features, and fitness. Some described his skin as glowing, while others focused on the styling of his hair and the overall presentation created by the denim jacket. His defined physique was another frequently discussed subject, particularly because the open jacket made his chest and abdominal muscles clearly visible. One widely circulated response stated, "My eyes are blessed right now. Are we sure he's real?" Other users used exaggerated internet expressions to describe their reactions. Some jokingly suggested that the footage had affected their mental health, a phrase commonly used in online fan culture to describe being overwhelmed by a celebrity's appearance or an unexpected performance moment. These comments were generally presented as humorous reactions rather than literal medical statements. The language used by fans reflects a broader communication style that has become common within K-pop communities. Fans often use hyperbole, capital letters, repeated punctuation, and dramatic phrases when reacting to new photographs or videos. These expressions help content gain additional visibility because other users quote, repost, or respond to the original material. Jungkook has been the subject of similar viral discussions throughout his career. However, his more recent appearances have attracted particular attention because audiences have observed changes in his styling, physical development, and overall stage presentation. Having debuted as the youngest member of BTS, Jungkook spent much of his early career being publicly identified through the Korean entertainment term maknae, referring to the youngest member of a group. That identity remains connected to Jungkook, but his professional image has naturally changed as he has grown older. The performer seen in recent stage footage is considerably different from the teenage singer who debuted with BTS in 2013. More than a decade of performing has contributed to changes in his vocal technique, body language, fashion preferences, and understanding of live audiences. The open denim jacket in the viral clip is only one small example of this broader development. Stage fashion plays an important role in K-pop performances. Clothing is selected not only for visual reasons but also for movement, lighting, choreography, and the general concept of a performance. An oversized denim jacket provides a relatively simple silhouette, but when worn open, it can significantly alter the visual focus of a stage appearance. In Jungkook's case, the styling drew attention to his physique and tattoos. His tattoos have become a recognizable part of his public image. The tattoo work on his left arm has gradually become more visible during public appearances and performances. In earlier years, tattoos were sometimes less prominently displayed in mainstream Korean entertainment environments. Jungkook's visible body art therefore became a frequent subject of fan discussion as more of the designs could be seen. Under the strong stage lighting shown in the recent clip, the tattoos appear particularly clear. The contrast between the denim material, Jungkook's skin, and the darker tattoo designs makes his left arm visually prominent. As he moves his hand and adjusts the microphone, different parts of the tattooed area become visible. Fans have spent considerable time documenting Jungkook's tattoos through publicly available photographs and videos. While some designs and their meanings have been discussed publicly, viewers often speculate about other details. It is important to distinguish confirmed explanations from fan interpretations, particularly because not every tattoo has been individually explained by Jungkook. Nevertheless, the tattoos have clearly become part of his established appearance. The viral video also renewed discussion about Jungkook's physical fitness. Jungkook has long been associated with exercise and athletic activities. Throughout BTS content released over the years, he has participated in boxing, strength training, running, and various physical challenges. His interest in exercise has been documented through official content, live broadcasts, and other public appearances. As a result, changes in his physique are often noticed quickly by fans. In the recent footage, his abdominal definition is visible because of the open jacket. This led many viewers to comment on the apparent results of his fitness routine. Maintaining physical condition can be particularly relevant for performers involved in demanding stage activities. BTS performances have historically included extensive choreography, long concerts, repeated rehearsals, and international travel. These professional requirements can place significant physical demands on performers. Jungkook has frequently been recognized for maintaining stable vocals while moving through choreography. This combination of singing and movement requires breath control and physical endurance. While audiences often focus on the visual results of exercise, physical conditioning can also support stage performance. The recent video appears to show Jungkook singing with a relatively controlled posture. His shoulders remain relaxed during several parts of the clip, while his microphone position stays consistent. He uses his free hand to emphasize sections of the performance rather than making unnecessarily large movements. At certain moments, Jungkook closes his eyes. This is not an unusual behavior for a singer. Vocalists may close their eyes while concentrating on pitch, rhythm, phrasing, or the emotional interpretation of a song. In Jungkook's performances, this gesture has appeared repeatedly over the years. Fans who regularly watch his performances often identify these small habits. His head may tilt slightly when holding a longer note. His eyebrows sometimes move in response to changes in vocal intensity. He may also lower the microphone briefly between phrases before quickly returning it to the correct position. These technical and behavioral details contribute to the recognizable nature of his performance style. Jungkook's voice has also developed significantly since BTS's debut. During the group's early years, he was introduced as one of the primary vocalists. His voice played an important role in BTS songs across multiple genres, ranging from hip-hop-influenced tracks to pop, R&B, ballads, and electronic productions. As BTS's musical catalog expanded, Jungkook was required to adapt his voice to different production styles. This experience contributed to his versatility. His solo career provided another opportunity to explore a distinct musical direction. Songs associated with his solo activities, including material from his album Golden, emphasized contemporary pop production and international collaboration. Tracks such as 7 and 3D introduced Jungkook to broader audiences as an individual performer while maintaining his connection to BTS. The solo period also required Jungkook to carry complete performances independently. Within a 7-member group, stage responsibilities can be distributed among members. Vocal lines, choreography centers, and audience interactions can shift throughout a song. A solo performer, however, must remain the primary visual and musical focus for the entire performance. Jungkook's solo promotions demonstrated his ability to manage this responsibility. His performances during the Golden Era were closely analyzed by fans and music audiences. Viewers discussed his live vocals, English pronunciation, choreography, fashion, and interactions with dancers. The visual presentation of Jungkook also became more mature during this period. Fashion choices included sleeveless shirts, leather clothing, oversized jackets, and minimalist stage outfits. These styles often allowed his tattoos to remain visible and emphasized movement rather than highly complex costume structures. The denim jacket seen in the viral clip is consistent with this relatively direct approach to styling. Denim has a long history in popular music fashion. Rock performers, pop singers, and hip-hop artists have used denim jackets for decades because the material can create a casual appearance while still working effectively under stage lighting. Oversized denim became particularly common in various periods of streetwear and contemporary fashion. For Jungkook, denim also aligns with several aspects of his established personal style. Outside formal events, he has frequently been photographed wearing comfortable clothing, oversized silhouettes, neutral colors, and casual items. Fans have often discussed his preference for relaxed fashion. The stage outfit shown in the video appears to combine that casual aesthetic with a performance-oriented presentation. The absence of a visible shirt beneath the jacket changes the overall effect of an otherwise simple outfit. Rather than relying on multiple accessories or highly detailed clothing, the styling allows Jungkook himself to remain the primary focus. This simplicity may partly explain why the video attracted so much attention. There are relatively few visual distractions. The viewer immediately notices Jungkook, the microphone, the open jacket, and his movements. The stage lighting further emphasizes these elements. Short-form social media content often benefits from instantly recognizable visual information. Users scrolling through timelines typically make rapid decisions about whether to continue watching a video. A visually distinctive frame can encourage viewers to stop, replay, or share content. The opening moments of the Jungkook clip apparently provided exactly that type of visual impact. His name is already highly recognizable within global K-pop communities. Therefore, viewers familiar with BTS do not require extensive context to understand the video. A short caption such as "Y'all seeing Jungkook? Oh my god" is sufficient. The caption does not explain the location, song, or date of the performance. Instead, it directs attention entirely toward Jungkook's appearance. This communication strategy is common in fan-generated posts. Rather than presenting the material as formal news, the account sharing the video communicates directly with other fans. The use of "y'all" creates an informal collective address, while the question "seeing Jungkook" encourages viewers to focus closely on the footage. The final phrase, "oh my god," functions as a reaction. The combination of these elements makes the caption easily understandable regardless of the viewer's detailed knowledge of the performance. The engagement figures indicate that many users responded to this approach. More than 47,000 likes represent a significant level of interaction for a single short video. Approximately 16,000 reposts further increased its potential reach. Reposts are particularly important for viral content because they introduce material to new networks of users. If thousands of accounts redistribute the same video, the footage can quickly appear on timelines far beyond the original poster's immediate followers. Nearly 627,000 views also suggest repeated exposure. It is possible that some users watched the clip multiple times, although publicly displayed view counts do not always provide complete information about individual viewing behavior. Regardless, the scale of the response demonstrates Jungkook's continued ability to generate online attention. This is not solely related to his appearance. Jungkook occupies a distinctive position within contemporary K-pop because of BTS's global reach. BTS developed one of the largest international fan communities associated with a Korean music act. Each member consequently attracts substantial individual attention. Jungkook, as the youngest member and one of the group's primary vocalists, has maintained a particularly visible profile. His solo releases further expanded this profile. International listeners who may not closely follow every BTS activity became familiar with Jungkook through individual songs, collaborations, and promotional appearances. This means that a viral Jungkook clip can circulate among several overlapping audiences. BTS fans are one group. Jungkook's individual fans represent another. General K-pop audiences may also encounter the video. Pop music listeners familiar with his solo singles can recognize him. Fashion-focused users may notice his styling. Fitness discussions may focus on his physique. Tattoo communities can also comment on his visible arm designs. The same short video can therefore generate different discussions depending on the audience. Within ARMY communities, however, the dominant conversation appears to have focused on Jungkook's physical appearance and his increasingly mature stage image. The phrase increasingly mature is relevant because Jungkook's development has been publicly documented for more than a decade. Few performers have such an extensive visual record of their transition from adolescence into adulthood. BTS debuted when Jungkook was still a teenager. Early interviews and variety content often emphasized his age. The older members sometimes discussed his personality, habits, and development. Fans watched him improve as a singer, dancer, and performer over successive album eras. This long-term familiarity influences how audiences interpret new footage. A viewer who has followed Jungkook since 2013 may compare the denim jacket performance with stages from No More Dream, Danger, I Need You, or Blood, Sweat and Tears. The differences are substantial. Early Jungkook often performed within tightly coordinated group concepts. Costumes were frequently matched across members. Choreography played a central role in the visual presentation. As BTS developed, the members gained more opportunities to express individual fashion and performance preferences. Jungkook's personal identity gradually became more visible. His tattoos are perhaps the clearest physical representation of this change. His fashion also evolved. His solo music created additional separation between his individual artistic identity and his role within BTS. However, these identities do not necessarily conflict. Jungkook remains associated with BTS while also maintaining an individual career. This dual identity is common among members of successful K-pop groups. Group activities provide one creative structure, while solo projects allow artists to explore different musical or visual directions. For Jungkook, solo work emphasized a globally accessible pop sound. His stage presentation during individual promotions also reflected international pop performance conventions. The open jacket seen in the viral clip can be interpreted within this context. Male pop performers have frequently used minimal upper body styling during concerts. The approach places greater attention on physical movement and creates a visually direct connection between performer and audience. For Jungkook, whose fitness has long been discussed publicly, the styling naturally generates significant fan reaction. However, the professional aspect of the performance should not be overlooked. The clip shows Jungkook actively singing. His expression remains focused. His microphone control appears deliberate. His movements correspond with the rhythm of the performance. These elements indicate that the viral discussion about his appearance occurred within the context of a live stage performance rather than a posed photograph. This distinction matters. A performance requires continuous control over several factors. A singer must remember lyrics, monitor musical cues, maintain timing, interact with the audience, and manage physical movement. Stage lighting and camera positions add additional considerations. Experienced performers gradually develop automatic responses to these conditions. Jungkook has accumulated extensive stage experience. BTS has performed in arenas, stadiums, television studios, award ceremonies, and outdoor venues around the world. The group has also participated in performances with different technical formats. Some stages involve complete choreography. Others focus on live bands. Television performances require awareness of specific camera positions. Concerts allow greater flexibility and direct audience interaction. Jungkook's ability to adapt to these environments has developed through repetition. The recent viral clip appears to capture a performer who was comfortable being watched closely. His body language does not suggest uncertainty about the open jacket. Instead, the outfit appears integrated into the performance. This confidence became another topic of fan discussion. Many viewers believe Jungkook's stage presence has become more controlled and self-assured with age. Such assessments are subjective, but comparisons between older and newer performances show clear changes in his movement and facial expressions. Younger performers often rely heavily on rehearsed choreography and predetermined expressions. With experience, artists may become more comfortable responding spontaneously to music and audiences. Jungkook increasingly demonstrates this flexibility. He can follow choreography precisely when required. He can also perform with relatively minimal movement when the song demands vocal concentration. The clip in question emphasizes the second approach. His hand gestures appear natural rather than highly choreographed. The microphone remains the primary performance object. His gaze and facial movements create much of the visual interest. This style requires a different type of stage presence. Without complex choreography, audiences focus more closely on small details. A brief look toward the camera becomes noticeable. Closing the eyes during a phrase becomes part of the performance. A hand movement can attract attention. The open jacket also moves naturally as Jungkook changes position, altering the amount of his torso visible from moment to moment. These visual changes help maintain viewer attention even in a short clip. Social media users frequently isolate specific seconds from longer performances. The selected section may not represent the complete stage, but it can become more widely viewed than the original performance itself. This process has changed the way contemporary music performances are consumed. Historically, audiences might watch a complete concert recording or television stage. Today, many viewers first encounter a performance through a 5-second, 10-second, or 30-second social media clip. The most visually noticeable moment often becomes the primary representation of the entire performance. Jungkook is particularly suited to this media environment because small moments from his appearances frequently generate high engagement. A facial expression can become a widely shared GIF. A dance movement can be edited into short videos. A comment during a live broadcast can become a trending quotation. An outfit can generate thousands of posts. The denim jacket video follows this established pattern. Its virality does not necessarily mean that the performance was designed specifically to create a viral moment. Instead, fan communities identified a particular section and redistributed it. The audience effectively selected the moment. This demonstrates the participatory nature of modern fandom. Fans are not passive consumers. They record, edit, translate, organize, and distribute information. ARMY is particularly known for its large international communication networks. When BTS-related content appears, translation accounts may provide context in multiple languages. Fan accounts repost videos. Archive accounts identify dates or events. Chart accounts track musical performance. Fashion accounts attempt to identify clothing. Other accounts focus on individual members. This network can rapidly transform a single video into a global discussion. Jungkook's latest viral clip benefited from this environment. The original context of the video may be less important to some viewers than the immediate visual content. The caption itself provides minimal information. Yet the footage generated hundreds of thousands of views. This indicates that Jungkook's presence alone is sufficient to attract attention. Celebrity visibility operates differently at this scale. For many performers, promotional content requires detailed explanation. A post might need to identify a new song, television program, or event. Jungkook-related content often circulates with only his name. Users already understand why the person in the video is relevant. This level of recognition is the result of years of BTS's international activities. BTS expanded significantly beyond the South Korean music market. The group achieved major chart results, performed at internationally recognized venues, and developed a strong digital audience. Jungkook participated in this expansion from the beginning. His voice appears prominently in many BTS songs that reached international listeners. His position as a vocalist also means that casual audiences may recognize his voice even when they have limited knowledge of individual members. Solo activities strengthened the connection between Jungkook's name and his individual sound. 7, for example, introduced a direct contemporary pop style. The song's international promotion placed Jungkook at the center of performances without the other BTS members. 3D continued this individual direction. The Golden Album expanded the concept into a full solo project. Through these activities, Jungkook gained additional experience as a solo stage performer. The confidence visible in more recent clips may partly reflect this experience. Performing alone changes the relationship between an artist and the camera. During a BTS stage, camera attention moves between 7 members. Each performer has moments of central focus. During a solo performance, the primary performer remains visible for significantly longer periods. Every facial expression and movement receives more scrutiny. Jungkook adapted to this environment throughout his solo promotions. The denim jacket clip demonstrates how comfortable he now appears with sustained visual attention. Even when he closes his eyes, his posture remains performance-oriented. When he opens them, his gaze appears controlled. The movements of his free hand provide visual rhythm. His tattoos add another layer to the overall image. The stage lighting completes the presentation. Lighting is an important but sometimes overlooked factor in viral performance footage. Different lighting can significantly change the appearance of skin, clothing, and body definition. Strong directional lighting creates shadows that emphasize physical structure. Colored lighting can change the appearance of denim. High-definition cameras capture details that older concert recordings could not display as clearly. Fans describing Jungkook's skin as glowing may partly be responding to the interaction between his appearance and the stage lighting. Makeup and skincare preparation can also influence how performers appear under professional lighting. K-pop stage preparation typically involves coordinated teams responsible for hair, makeup, and clothing. The final appearance seen by audiences is therefore the result of both the artist's natural features and professional production. Jungkook's hair was another subject of positive fan comments. Hairstyles can significantly alter public perceptions of performers. Throughout his career, Jungkook has worn different hair lengths and colors. Each change has generated discussion. Fans often associate specific hairstyles with particular BTS eras. Recent styling appears to emphasize a mature and relatively natural presentation. Combined with the denim jacket and visible tattoos, the hair contributes to a cohesive image. There is less emphasis on a highly constructed idol concept and more emphasis on Jungkook as an individual performer. This shift reflects a broader development seen among established K-pop artists. During debut periods, groups often rely on clearly defined concepts. Members may receive specific visual roles. Hair colors, clothing, and makeup can be coordinated to support an album theme. As artists become established, individual identities often receive more space. BTS has reached a career stage where each member is widely recognizable. Jungkook does not require a complex visual concept for audiences to identify him. A denim jacket and microphone are sufficient. His tattoos further increase his visual distinctiveness. The discussion surrounding his physique also reflects the degree to which audiences monitor celebrity appearances. Changes in weight, muscle definition, hairstyle, or clothing can become immediate topics. This attention can produce both positive and negative discussions. In the case of the viral video, the majority of widely shared reactions described Jungkook positively. Fans praised his physical condition. Some compared his current appearance with earlier periods. Others simply reposted the clip with short reactions. The scale of the response demonstrates how visual material can temporarily dominate fan conversations. However, Jungkook's physical development should be considered alongside his professional development. Reducing the video entirely to his abdominal muscles would ignore the broader context of his career. Jungkook has spent years refining multiple performance skills. The viral appearance is one visible moment within that larger professional trajectory. His position as BTS's youngest member has sometimes influenced the way audiences discuss him. The Magne label remains widely used. However, Jungkook is now an adult performer with extensive industry experience. The contrast between the familiar youngest member identity and his current mature appearance often becomes a source of fan discussion. Some long-term fans express surprise when comparing recent footage with older BTS content. This is understandable given the group's extensive archive. Videos from BTS's debut remain easily accessible. A viewer can watch teenage Jungkook and then immediately watch a recent stage performance. The visual difference is clear. Few generations of performers before the digital era had their development documented so comprehensively. Social media and streaming platforms preserve nearly every stage of BTS's career. Fans can compare vocal performances from different years.